Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Rachel Reeves' spring statement left me asking one worrying question. Opinion. What must it be like inside Rachel Reeves' head? Amid the wide, open spaces and rolling tumbleweed, I suspect there's a little girl telling herself, candide-like, that everything is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. There's a little girl telling herself that if she works ever so hard at her maths homework, she could be Chancellor of the Exchequer one day. Unfortunately for us, that day is today. I don't think she can truly believe it either. This middling intellect, this financial plotter who doesn't even know there are 10 years in a decade, is in charge of the financial levers of the fifth biggest economy on planet Earth. Don't miss, Rachel Reeves finally admits planning ISA raid as details emerge in documents latest. And in today's emergency budget, in today's fiscal happiness event curated by Rachel, she assured us, Britain was on its way to becoming an international financial powerhouse where books were balanced. Trade was booming, productivity was soaring, and everyone had an extra £500 quid in their pockets. All for the best in the best of all possible worlds, Rach. Unfortunately, to use her own phrase, even the most basic economist could see it was cloud cuckoo land stuff. As Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride pointed out after Reeves had delivered her 30-minute fairy tale, she had actually left Britain facing the worst of all possible worlds. And good grief, didn't she make herself a hostage to fortune with unsustainable claim after unsustainable claim, dubious promise after dubious promise, and clumsy soundbite after clumsy soundbite? We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. In Rachel's fairy tale world, she was providing security for working people and increasing the national living wage in country where the British people put their trust in a Labour government and in me. They did, Rach, they really did. Amid the multitude of reckless claims were, we will balance the budget by 2029-30 so that spending will be met by tax receipts, and the hilarious, I will always deliver economic stability. She explained how she would spend the imaginary 5 BN she promised would be raised by a crackdown on tax dodgers without a shred of evidence it was possible. Later in her speech, this figure had mysteriously risen to 5 BN. She promised a new transformation fund without actually explaining what it was and said she could make the state 15% learner and more agile. Presumably by ending NHS England and axing as many as 50,000 civil service jobs. As if that was going to happen without the mother of all battles about to tear the Labour Party apart. Rachel also promised an extra 4 BN in defense spending and talked of making Britain a defense industrial superpower, bringing innovative technology to the front line at speed. Again, a lovely idea, but one only someone who had never seen how Modi procurement operates. It was pure magic money tree stuff, as she mystifyingly promised a surplus of 6 BN in 2027-28, of 1 BN in 2028-29, and 9 BN in 2029-30. But they were all just magic figures plucked from the air. Our Chancellor confidently asserted her figures were backed by the Office of Budget Responsibility, without a flicker of recognition that the same OBR only hours before her statement halved its growth forecast for the year from 2% to 1%. The only thing you can absolutely guarantee with the OBR is that it will revise its figures. It's pure smoke and mirrors, an emperor's new clothes office of state. So why, pray tell, with all that amazing positive economic news, does life in Britain feel so miserable right now? Well, because here's what is really happening. The OBR has warned that Britain's tax burden will hit a record share of GDP under Labour. Indeed, MS Reeves is poised to preside over taxes as a share of the economy hitting 37.7% by 2027-28, a new British record. Economic growth forecast for 2025 has been halved. We face 4.8 billion of welfare cuts, up to 50,000 public sector jobs. The government is planning to rip up planning regulations, a policy which will inspire the greatest outbreak of NIMBYism Britain has ever seen. Even the boost to defense spending, while welcome, is so misguided. Only someone who had never come across the glacial speed and collective stupidity of defense procurement in Britain could expect to do this at scale and speed. It simply won't be either.